Hello dear friends, welcome back for another Geography SMR session, and for today I have a very special country to present and to highlight its territories, and it's the land of the rising sun, which is the nickname of Japan. So let's talk a little bit about Japan. The most known facts widely about Japan is that Japan is the world's only country with an emperor. So this country, instead of president or king, has emperor. So we have emperor. So this country has an emperor. It seems that this country has a strong heritage in imperial status, since it has in this century also an emperor, and it's the only country with this kind of leader. Alright, and when we are talking about Japan, we need to mention that this is the country where the samurai warrior and ninja assassins were born. And we have samurai and ninja assassins. And you know that I love the movies with samurai and ninja, and I hope you do. Also, it's the country where the martial arts were perfected, mostly, and it's the country where karate, aikido, ninjutsu, or aikido were born. And you know that karate has become an Olympic sport since 2000. So we have the land of karate. Good. Well, another known fact is, or maybe it's not so widely spread, it's Japan is famous for its immaculate gardens. The Japanese gardens, which are meticulously planned and maintained. And here in Japan, those gardens are considered an high art. So, when we are speaking also about Japan, we are thinking about fast bikes, motorcycles, and, of course, fast cars. Good. And now, let's take in more detailed presentations, because I'm gonna draw the outline of each region from the Japan, and we're gonna discover together the best known facts about each region. And I'm gonna start first with, in the north part, with the island of Hokkaido. And I'm gonna draw the contour of the island of Hokkaido, which, by the way, it's the biggest part of Japan, the biggest region in terms of size, of course. Good. So, what you know or you don't know about Hokkaido? Hokkaido, like I said, is the biggest island and prefecture, and it's covered 22% of Japan's land. So I'm gonna zoom in. This region is 22% of Japan's land, entire land, and it's equivalent in terms of size. It's equivalent to the size of Ireland or South Carolina. So this is how big it is, this region. Hokkaido contributes to more than half of all Japan's milk production. So we have milk, yeah, milk production. And this region is contributing of half of Japan milk production. And of course, they make also dairy products. In terms of, if you ask yourself what Hokkaido means in Japan, it means Northern Sea Circuit. So it means Northern Sea Circuit. The name, of course. Well, its popular name, or as known in Japan, it's the Kingdom of Food among the Japanese, because Hokkaido offers the fresh seafood and produce dairy products and in the country. So we have the kingdom. Okay, I'm gonna write here Kingdom of Food. And this is about Hokkaido, the best known facts about this region. Okay, now it's time to move to the next in our list, which is the next region. It's Tohoku, which is this one here. I'm gonna draw the contour of Tohoku. I'm gonna zoom in. No, it's okay. Driving the contour. Okay, so this is the region. This is the region of Tohoku, which is divided in prefectures. Each prefecture has its own capital. We have Aomori Prefecture, Akita, Iwate, Tamakata, Miyagi, and Fukushima. And each prefecture has its own main city or capital. In this case, I'm gonna zoom in to see all the prefectures. Aomori, Akita, Iwate, Tamakata, Miyagi, and here Fukushima. Well, let's talk about the more interesting facts about this region. Tohoku depends chiefly on agriculture, and it's often referred as the rice granary of Japan. So this is a very agricultural area, and the region is traditionally known as a less developed area in Japan. Well, unfortunately, negative fact is that this region was hit by a 9.0 magnitude earthquake. 9.0 earthquake in March 11, 2011, and followed of course by a tsunami who wiped out most of the east coast of Japan, of this area. And of course you may heard about here the Fukushima nuclear accident from that day. And in the mythological times, this area was known as Azuma. So this area is known as Azuma in mythological time. Good. this is about Tohoku. Now let's move to the next in our list. The next region is Kanto. Kanto, which is right here. This is the region of Kanto. And I'm gonna draw the outline of the region. Okay, we have the region of Kanto. Well, in this region we have the Tokyo, which is the capital of the Japan. So, home of the Japan's capital city, Tokyo. It's inhabited by about 40 million people. So, 40 million people are living in this area, which is a third of the nation population. So it's about 40 million, it's about a third of the entire Japan's population are living in this region, which is the most crowded region in this area, in the entire Japan. Well, because we have Tokyo here, the Kanto region is the political and economical center of the country. And here in Tokyo, it's the world's largest seafood market, and it's named Tsukiji Fish Market. So it's written like Tsukiji, the S O K E G, Tsukiji Fish Market. Good. So here in Tokyo, it's this Tsukiji Fish Market, which is the biggest fish market in the entire world. Well, the word Kanto in Japan means east of barrier. So it's written like east of the barrier. So I'm gonna zoom out. East of the barrier. This is the name Kanto. Yeah. So this region. Alright, and another fact about this region is Kanto is also where the country's most group of university and cultural institutions are. Many people from other parts of the country will come here for their education, so we have a very developed educational region also. This is about Kanto, the best known fact. Now let's move to our next region, which is Chūbu, which is right here. I'm gonna zoom in. We have Chūbu region, which is with yellow. So I'm gonna draw the contour. Yes, yeah. So we have Chūbu region. Okay, we have also a small island here. This is part of this region. Okay, I'm gonna zoom in. Right, Chūbu. The region of Chūbu is known for its Japanese Alps, and it's nicknamed the rooftop of Japan. Here, it's named the rooftop of Japan, and it's made of by Haida Mountains, Kisa Mountains, and Akaishi Mountains. Fuji-san. So Mount Fuji. Mount Fuji is inside this region. And Mount Fuji, it's not only the highest mountain in Japan, and it's also a sacred site for a Shinto religion. So Mount Fuji is a sacred site for Shintoism. So Konohana Sakuya Hime, Konohana Sakuya Hime, she is the goddess of Mount Fuji and all volcanoes in the Japanese mythology. She's also the Blossom Princess and symbol of delicate early life. She's often considered an avatar of Japanese life. I will try to write her name, and it's very long. His name is Konohana Sakuya. Konohana Sakuya Hime. So that's her name of the goddess of the Mount Fuji. Very, very long name and very hard to spell. Good. Now, Chūbu. Here, this region is also the undisputed winter sports capital of Japan. Shikoku is one of the most notable ski resorts. So, if you want to go skiing in Japan, you should visit Shikoku. I don't know if I spelled it correctly, it's Shikoku. And here, the city of Toyama. The city of Toyama is remarkable also for having the only glaciers in East Asia. So, the only glaciers in East Asia outside Russia is here in this, near the city of Toyama. Good. Now let's move to the next region in our list, which is Kansai or Kinki. We have Kinki here, but it's also known as Kansai. This region here, so is Kinki or Kansai. Good, I will draw the outline. Good. So, what about this region? It's the second most populous region of Japan after Kanto. I present Kanto where Tokyo is. So this is the second most populous region in Japan, and it's home of the first Universal Studios theme park outside America in Osaka. Yeah, so here in Osaka we have an Universal Studios theme park. Well, this region, Kansai, has two airports that are situated on artificial islands. Kansai International Airport opened in 1994, and Kobe Airport opened in 2006. They are both built on two artificial islands made specially for those airports. And this is quite a very interesting fact. Well, until 19th century, Kansai was the heartland of Japan in terms of finance and political administration. So, until 19th century, all the administration went in this region, and after that, they were moved outside in the Kanto region. And these are the best known facts about Kansai or Kinki region. Now it's time to move next. Next in our list, it's Chugoku. Chugoku. It's this area here, this region. It's called Chugoku. I'm gonna draw the contour. Okay, so we have Chugoku and Hiroshima, which is right here. The city of Hiroshima is widely regarded as the capital city of Chugoku region. The city of Shimonoseki is a very different sort of capital known as the Fuku capital. So Shimonoseki, I don't know if it's here. Well, no, it's not on this map. It's known as the Fuku capital and it's famed for its pufferfish meat, which is used in Japanese dish of fugu. So we have here fugu plates. And fugu can be lethally toxic if it's not prepared in the correct way. I think everybody knows or may have heard about fugu dishes. Chugoku is generally considered a very rural area by the Japanese, so it's a rural area. Good. Now let's move next in our list. The next region is Shikoku. Shikoku. This area is like it's an island, so we have Shikoku here. I'm gonna draw the Kantō. Good. Shikoku. Well, some of the facts, it's the Shikoku pilgrimage route or Shikoku Henro. Henro. Henro is one of the few circular-shaped pilgrimages in the world here, and it's including 88 temples. So we have 88 temples in the Shikoku Henro and numerous other sacred sites and shrines. The Japanese island here of Shikoku is the birthplace of the most revered figure in Japanese Buddhism, the monk and the teacher Kōpo Daishi, who brought a populist form of Buddhism to Japan from China in the 9th century. And this is the birthplace of the Buddhism in Japan. So we have the birthplace of Buddhism, which is on one of their religion. The name Shikoku literally means 4 countries. So this region here means 4 countries. So this is translated from Japan. And farming is a very important business in Shikoku. Citrus fruits are the most important product, so we have citrus here. We have citrus. Good. Now it's time to move next in our list. Let's move a little bit south because we have here the Kyūshū area, right? So this area, I'm gonna zoom in and let's draw the contour. We have Kyūshū, which is another island in the Japanese territory. Okay, these are also more subdivisions and more islands here. So, it's the Japan's third largest island and is internationally famous for its tonkotsu ramen. Okay, we have ramen here, tonkotsu. It's written like that. Tonkotsu ramen. Food ramen dish. Tonkotsu. This is a K. Yeah. Tonkotsu ramen. This is the most popular dish. Varied hot springs, so they have hot springs and peacefully beaches. This is in the area where the subtropical climate is predominant. The terrain is generally mountainous and very fertile, much like the rest of Japan. Well, in terms of industry, Kyūshū is noted for various types of porcelain, including Arita, Imari, Satsuma, and Karatsu. Those are porcelain producers, so we have porcelain, here in this region. Quite interesting. Now, let's move next. Unfortunately, the map here, the next region is outside the map, and it's Okinawa, which is right here. In this corner, in this square, we have Okinawa Islands. Okinawa is mostly an archipelago, and it's part also of Kyūshū. So, some Japanese, are referring to the Okinawa as part of Kyūshū, and it's called also, it's named Kyūshū and Okinawa, but we're gonna study it separately. So I'm gonna zoom in, and we have here the okay, so let's talk about a little bit about Okinawa. Okinawa archipelago. Well, Okinawa Islands are made especially of coral. So we have coral islands. The waters surrounding the islands are home to an abundance of coral reefs. So we have coral reefs here. The Shikoku or Salt River of Okinawa Peninsula. It's the shortest river in Japan, and it has 300 meters in length, and one of a few saltwater rivers in the world. So we have a saltwater river here that is also very short, only 300 meters. Well, let's talk about a very interesting fact. The martial art karate. There is an Okinawan export, so karate was born on this island. Karate, one of the most well-known styles of martial arts, was born here as a hybrid combat style between traditional Kinese and Ryukyuan hand-to-hand combat techniques. So, karate was some sort of hybrid or imported combat style and perfected here in Okinawa. And another cool fact is that more than 2/3 of all American military bases in Japan are located in Okinawa. So here are the American military bases, with 1/5 of the total land area of the main island. So 1/5 of the total land area. I don't know which 1/5, 1/5, 1/5 of area. It's held by the American military bases, which are displaced through these islands. Okay, this was the last region from Japan, and this is how the map looks like after we have together discovered it, with a lot of sketches here. And here at the end, I want to thank you if you enjoyed this video and if you watched this video. And of course, I invite you, if you're not, to subscribe to my channel and hit the like button. But meanwhile, please, I encourage you to let a comment below and give me your opinion about this video, or maybe write any other interesting facts that you know about Japan. I want to know as much as I can about this beautiful and great country, which is one of my favorite countries around the world. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see next time in another video. Bye bye. All the best.